as a gift. They seek dominance as a right. And peace bought by weapons is no peace at all. That's not just theology. That's a direct hit on Trump's doctrine, the gospel of fear, where walls replace compassion and cruelty gets labeled security. And if you thought the Holy See would stay quiet, well, Rome had a surprise ready. Because while Trump was busy praising his Italian protege, Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, calling her a real leader, a fantastic woman, one of the best, the Vatican was discovering something bizarre. A fresco in a 13th century basilica had been retouched. Not restored, rebranded. The angel's face in the painting now looked suspiciously like Meloni herself, a political saint airbrushed into sacred art. Trump's allies in Italy called it a tribute. The Vatican called it blasphemy with good lighting. Pope Leo, the Chicago-born reformer who's been driving conservatives crazy for months, ordered the fresco changed immediately. His message was clear. We will not have this with Trump, and we will not have it with you. The church, the diocese, the artist, all suddenly scrambling. Tech teams were sent to remove the prime minister's face from the angel. Imagine that headline. Rome edits the holy angel to erase politics. And while the fresco scandal spread through Europe, Trump was fuming. His closest ally, one he'd bragged about knowing from the beginning, was literally being painted over by the Pope. To Trump, it wasn't about theology, it was about branding. He'd turned faith into a franchise, and now the Vatican was doing rebranding of its own. But Pope Leo wasn't finished. He'd already clashed with Trump's administration before, condemning the detention of migrants, the threats to invade foreign countries, and the transformation of pro-life into pro-punishment. When the White House tried to retaliate, calling Leo too political, he didn't flinch. He said, "If protecting life makes me political, then so be it. At least I'm not worshiping a flag instead of God." And that's the real wound here, not just in the church walls, but in the world outside. When even faith gets photoshopped, when leaders sculpt their likeness into angels, and believers can't tell propaganda from prayer, what's left to believe in? Trump once promised to restore greatness. Now he's watching his image, quite literally, get painted out of heaven. So maybe Pope Leo isn't just cleaning up a fresco. Maybe he's reminding the world that holiness doesn't belong to politicians, no matter how much gold they drape over their lies. Because in the end, you can build walls, edit angels, and paint yourself into the story, but truth has a habit of returning, no matter how many times you try to whitewash it.